tonight we ain't going out, so we invited everybody. The made, well, they're way too strong, but ain't nobody saying sorry. The speaker's so blown, no one knows what it is, but we keep it on repeat 'cause we don't want it to end. We got the rest of our lives for the rest of our lives, and the rest of tonight for whatever feels right.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports.
As we head towards kickoff, two quarterbacks will be on the field today trying to push their team to victory. It's the Falcons going up against the Jets. So with that, let's get up to MetLife Stadium. Standing by for the call, here are Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
All right, Larry, EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Today, it's Week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here between the Atlanta Falcons and the New York Jets. This will be taken in at the 1. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. They go play action here on first down. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's brought down, but not before getting across midfield to the 45.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10.
Hurry up, here we go. Gone!
And they'll go ground game here with the tailback. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
While we know that the identity of this offense is to throw the ball, they've got to run it every so often, if for no other reason than to tamp down the pass rush. They can't let them just tee off and get to their quarterback.
Gone! Hurry up, here we go.
Play fake. Hackenberg steps away. And his throw here's incomplete. And here's the offense today that hopes to get off to a strong start. So incomplete on 2nd down. Now they'll look to convert here on 3rd.
All right, here we go. Detroit!
Time running out here on the play clock.
Check. Patriots!
Play clock all the way to 0. Didn't get the snap off. 5-yard penalty.
And you see the head coach writing that note on his play sheet right now. He's going to be addressing that with his staff. A sense of urgency. Get to the line of scrimmage. Snap the ball.
Intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Freeman, the lone man in the backfield. He'll get the football here. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
When Leonard Williams was picked in the 2015 NFL Draft, I compared him to Merlin Olsen, and I got a lot of grief about it. Did you just see that play there? Did you see how he made that move and made that tackle? That was Merlin Olsen-esque.
Yeah, I just perked up when you said Merlin Olsen.
Yeah, a lot of people said, hey, that's too much, too far, and maybe it is early, but I think this guy has a chance of fulfilling that.
Now it's Ryan. And Jones has it over the middle. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. He had time, was able to survey the field and find a soft spot in that zone coverage.
And that's where it gets difficult for a defender, Brandon. You go to your spots on the field that you have to cover, and when the offense finds an area that you're not in, that's where they throw the football.
They'll throw on first down with Ryan. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. So a pass interference here, and this is obviously a call we see all the time, but for the defender, it's becoming almost impossible to play defense in some of these situations.
You're trying to play through the receiver to the football. If there's any contact at all before he gets there, those officials will throw the flag and call interference.
On first and 10, it's Ryan. They'll set up the screen for Freeman. So he got 3 of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. Call it a gain of 5, and that'll make this a second down. A glance at the starting unit. Julio Jones, a threat on the outside, of course.
Combines great athleticism, incredible speed, and a whole lot of toughness to be one of the better receivers in the NFL.
Second down now after the pass completion. They'll run it now out of the gun. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3. On the defensive side, the starters for the New York Jets, Charles.
Let's start with their rookie linebacker, Darren Lee. Played quarterback, if you can believe that, in high school for a while, and uses that same speed at the linebacker position. Hard to block because he's hard to find.
3rd down and 3. Ryan now to throw on 3rd down. Being chased out left. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. Hit as he threw it. Charles, that ball's got to come out quicker.
It does, and the way that happens, know where you need to go with the ball in pre-snap. Has to read the coverage, has to have a great idea so he knows he can get rid of it right now to an open receiver.
Because he had no back in there to protect him with that 5-wide set.
So you know what, you become your own blitz control because you've got to deliver the ball and know you're going to get hit.
Leopard! All right, here we go. Blue 90! Blue 90! Here we go! Clean! All right, now, Lucky 56! Lucky 56! Let's go! Clean! 19!
Following the interception, here's Hackenberg. Peek's got it over the middle. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. A big play there on the catch and run. 53 yards.
Trying to defend a drag route is really tough because you don't want to jump a route that's shorter or underneath as the drag route is too quickly, because oftentimes they want to run that route and then hit over the top of you for bigger yardage. So if you can chip off the timing of the receiver off the line of scrimmage so he can't actually get into the route, that's the best way to defend it. But there was no possibility of that on that play. End result, the receiver won in a big way.
Here we go now.
The tight end changing his position.
Lucky 56 now, Barney.
Play clock winding down. And they'll run it here. And a short gain down to about the 33. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. The starting defense for the Falcons.
When you see Brooks Reed going after the quarterback and you see that hair trailing out from under his helmet, look out.
second down. Hackenberg. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Brooks Reed in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback, because he had no chance to block him.
Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19.
Hackenberg from the gun on third. And he's got Pete. A great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps him pick up the first.
Well, the advantage has certainly shifted to the defense as we began that third down play, and they found a way to foil it and pick up a first down.
Third time's a charm, right? 2 incompletions. Had to have it on third, and they got it.
Yeah, they stuck with it, weren't daunted at all, and picked it up.
Now let's go. Green.
He'll give it right up the gut. And able to work his way down to the 16. And the dreaded face mask penalty, that's going to cost him 15 yards.
And it's such a dangerous play. Body going one way, and then your head gets yanked back the other. 15 yards is the right call.
Detroit! Here we go now. Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19.
The play clock's running down. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
The defense won that play so fast that I think if the running back even had time to notice if anyone was there, it was just a blink of an eye, and there was a loss on the play.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. On second down, here's Hackenberg. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. They'll get a couple yards on that one. And that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. A great read by Beasley. He's at the 40, 20, 10, 5. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be taken in at the 1. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. And New York set to take the field. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
And he'll get this up only to about the 33. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
It's really simple to say that they know their identity, that they are a passing team. But one of the reasons that they're so successful, they know how to mix in the run and make sure that they keep the defense off balance and not able to just simply say, let's go get the quarterback and disrupt things.
And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. While he gets attended to, we'll step aside. Fresh set of downs here. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together.
Here we go. Blue line it. Back 99 Philly. Here we go.
On 1st and 10, Hackenberg. Well, it's caught on the right side. It's Smith. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and short. Now a first carry for their fullback. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on 2nd down.
All right, here we go.
On 3rd and 1, here's Hackenberg. And it's complete. Henry, give him 5 yards there, and it's enough for the first.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
They go play action here on 1st down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But I think a Jet was able to recover, and they'll keep possession thanks to a heads-up play.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
So after nearly turning it over, new life here for the offense on 2nd down. They'll need to get the play off quickly. Hackenberg looks to throw it. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. A first throw for the backup Griffin. And his first throw since coming in is incomplete.
Well, no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
Here's Ginn. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Falcons are set up well to begin their drive, as it'll begin in enemy territory already. So out come the Falcons now. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Just 2 yards to go here on 2nd down for the offense. chip together here from the D-line. On second down, Freeman. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice game. Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
An encroachment penalty here, maybe just a mental lapse, partner.
Sometimes you have to just watch the football. Make sure it's snapped before you're jumping.
They come out here in the eye. A fresh set of downs, and they're at the wall. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Devontae Freeman, his second touchdown on the season. And the Falcons will extend their lead.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Jets offense now works their way back onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. First down, Hackenberg. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Paul Warlow. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones is intended receiver. And it's second down.
I'm not quite sure how he wasn't able to hold on to that one in the end zone. A great opportunity lost, but a lot of relief for the defensive guys. When they get into film next week, they're going to want to know what happened. Where was the breakdown that almost allowed a touchdown?
Second and 10. It's Ryan again. They'll set up the screen for Freeman. Give him 6 on the play, and it'll be third down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. From the gun on third down, Ryan. He's going to let it go deep. And got his man complete. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Their dangerous wide receiver. His first touchdown on the year. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
an interception. A lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give him a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Griffin. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here. One receiver left, 3 to the right.
Under 10.
Time running out here on the play clock. To throw is RG3. And that's incomplete. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and then just continued there with that incompletion.
And definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Now it's Ginn. It's a 45-yard punt, then 8 on the return. And it'll be Falcon football as they take possession. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Now it's Ryan. He's going to loft this one deep left sideline. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on it at second down. Second down now after the incompletion. Off the play fake to Freeman. It's Ryan. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. After the interception, here's Griffin, and Anderson's got it. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. They'll give it to him right up the gut. Only a gain of a yard there, but it indeed gets him a new set of downs.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
And he finds a man on a crossing route. A gain of 32 that time. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. A great effort there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Jets are able to cut into this deficit. It's up, it's good, and that'll cut the lead to 21-7. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. On the return, it's 10 Jr. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. It's a gain of 5, and that'll make it a second down.
Looked like the screen pass was taken away there, and that was a nice job of improvising, but it's not normal. Usually when the screen pass is taken away, you're taught to just throw the ball at the ground at the feet of the receiver so that you don't get it intercepted and just start over, but he ended up finding another receiver.
And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
From the shotgun, Ryan. He goes underneath to Freeman. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield across the 45. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
On first down, Ryan swings it out to the flat for Freeman. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Second and very short here, less than a yard. Throwing again, Ryan. And Jones has it over the middle. And he's brought down after a good gain. A good pickup there of 20 yards. And he was able to find a very soft spot in that zone coverage.
I love that term, Brandon. That soft spot where you find the open area, set up, and catch the football before the hard collision comes afterwards.
Now a play fake here on first down. Oh, incomplete. The rookie had it and lost it there. And it'll be second down.
He's got to be kicking himself right there. His team's already picked off 2 passes. That would have been the 3rd in the game. And, boy, they've really played well attacking the football.
So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store. 2nd and 10 now. Ryan flush to his right. That's complete right around the 8. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 7 yards on the play. And that's going to bring up a 3rd down. And the offense moving quickly to the line. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Ted Ginn in the final seconds of the first half. And the Falcons will extend their lead.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. And New York set to take the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So we have reached halftime now with the visiting Falcons out on top. As we send you now to Orlando and our Tiburon studios where Larry Ridley's standing by with our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Atlanta now coming out on the field. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spend the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. On second down, here's Ryan. The catch made over the middle by Ginn. And a nice gain of 21 yards. So there on that play, offensively, they were in the crossing route. Defense was in zone coverage. So as a former DB, how tough is it to defend that?
It's really difficult because your natural inclination is to chase the receiver and maybe leave your zone. So you have to have discipline in order to talk to your other coverage guys and let him know that that receiver's crossing from your zone to the next zone. He's coming your way. Make sure you have him. And then when the ball is actually thrown, secure the tackle. When they're moving on crossing routes, if you miss a tackle, it usually results in a big play.
Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. To throw again is Ryan. The left side completion to Jones. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that's going to make it third down and less than a yard.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
They come out here in the eye, and they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he gets it to the 34, good enough for the first.
3rd and inches, just turn around, hand it to the big guy and let him plow forward and pick up a first down. A lot of people think that the offensive line, they may almost take the play off because they got a big guy back there pushing forward. I think it actually works in reverse. I think they block harder because they love seeing that guy get the ball because he doesn't touch it very often.
They go play action here on first down. He's got his man on the crossing route. A good pickup there of 22.
I'd have to say they're feeling like they are in rhythm right now. Things are in sync, aren't they? Team's winning, got a nice little margin on the scoreboard, completing some passes, and they just completed another one for a first down there to the tight end.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Defense showing blitz. Freeman again. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
They'll look to run with Freeman. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Devontae Freeman, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. So here's the Jets offense now as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. The offense lining up 1st and 10. Now a handoff looking right. And he's got room. And cuts out right sideline. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
Well, partner, I have to say they caught him in the right defense there. Nickel set. 5th defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. And I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there. Red zone opportunity. Now they try the right side here. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Jets are able to close the gap just a bit. And he puts it through. Polk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And here now come the Falcons. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down into those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
They'll set up the screen for Freeman. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. That's going to go as a loss of 7. And it'll set him back for 2nd down.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
But you're going to tell me, good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first, it's good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
On 2nd down, Ryan. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he's brought down after a good gain. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit. But get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all those big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
On the counter, Devontae Freeman. And he's got some space here. And he's brought down after a good gain. A big play there out of the running game. 34 yards.
And having built that kind of a lead, they're able to do whatever they want right now. All momentum on their side, especially now running the football.
Yeah, you talk about a defense being on their toes. They don't know what's going to hit them next at this point.
No, they went from toes to heels, and they're trying to figure out how to get back to the toes part.
So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. They'll run it here. This is their fullback getting the carry. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
And there's the pickup you want on first down. All offenses say, you get me 4 on first down, we'll take it. How about if you get 5? They'll really be happy.
This will probably be the last play of the quarter. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Back now here on EA Sports. Second and 5. Now Ryan on second down. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations, because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. Quarterback was hit.
Offense working with a 3rd and 13 still left. 3rd and long. It's Ryan. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now the Jets offense about set to take over as they head onto the field. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior. Big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. Here to his running back, and he'll work this one up to about the 38. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Griffin now off the bootleg, flushed out right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
What has not been the best game for him, but he definitely tried to get by with a little help from his friend there, trying to create a big play.
Couldn't do it, fell incomplete. But you're right, hasn't been a banner game here in the second half, just trying to get going.
Big thing is trying to keep confidence up and continue to fire.
So it is 3rd down now, but less than a yard to go. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. And they're going to speed things up here.
Everyone understood their role on that play. 3rd and 1. You know, the defensive guys, they're trying to get down and get low and get leverage on the offensive linemen, but they didn't allow that to happen. They created a crease and allowed him to get through for a first down.
It's a gain of 9 yards. And it'll be 2nd and about a yard to go for the 1st.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Alert 86! Alert 86! Under.
Now Griffin on 2nd down. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he's brought down after a good gain. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
That crossing route is so effective when you hit it just right, because you get a guy on the move, and then we see the end result there.
It's a nightmare for the defense. They got a guy with a full head of steam.
Not only does he catch it, but he picks up additional yardage after it.
1st and 10. It's Griffin. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Ten yards still left on 2nd down. They go play action. Griffin. And he fires one incomplete. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. To throw is RG3, eluding the pressure right. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Third and long. It's Griffin. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. Here we go. It's Griffin on 4th down. And he's got Pete. And he's brought down, but not before reaching the 8-yard line.
So the awareness of knowing where the first down marker is not just for the offense. I mean, his defense has to understand that, too. And they gave up a huge one there.
Oh, yeah, this is one of those situations defensively. You're just counting on getting the football back.
No doubt about it. You've already projected yourself to the bench and with a little bit of smile on your face for having stopped them. And now you've got to regroup and play again.
On 2nd down, here's Griffin. And he fires one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they'll have the football, but deep in their own territory as he's brought down at the 5. And the Falcons now making their way back out onto the field. And 3 interceptions in this game. I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. So the offense now dealing with a 2nd and 7. Again, they'll run with Freeman. They find some open field here. And they'll get him down up past the 15. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
Well, I'd say that run's pretty emblematic of what we've seen all day long. No matter what they've done on offense, this offensive line has controlled the line of scrimmage, given them time to throw it, run it, do whatever they wanted. That's why there are points up on the board. And right now, the psyche of the offense, we're in control, and we can do whatever we feel like doing out here on the field.
And they'll blow that one. Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And the offense will be looking to get at least some of this yardage back here. It's 2nd and 12. Off the play fake to Freeman. It's Ryan. Caught on the right side by Jones. A really nice gain of 25 yards. He's played a great game. It continues right there, even with this lead, confident to throw the pass and have the reception made.
There's no doubt who the leader of their team is there? There's no doubt who they want to ride all the way to the finish. The strategy would tell you, run the football, run the clock down.
Now the Jets are going to burn another timeout. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with one more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back. So what will they do? On the ground, through the air? Let's see. 2nd and 9. They come out here in the eye. Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. That will be their 3rd and final stoppage, as they'll only have the 2-minute warning now remaining. So they run it on 2nd down. Now let's see what 3rd down brings here for the offense. On 3rd down, Ryan. They'll set up the screen for Freeman. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. He lost a big chunk, 6 yards there, and it leads to 4th down. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. Here's Matt Bosher now as he's on to punt for Atlanta. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. Now the Jets offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them.
Hey, got tight left, tight left. Hey.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's brought down. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together.
And look out. I think he's going to go. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Their big-bodied receiver. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jets are able to cut into this deficit.
And that touchdown puts us in a position to have a discussion, doesn't it? Now it'll be a 2-score game after the conversion.
Yeah, I mean, there's no doubt with a 2-score game they're going to have to onside kick it. We'll just see if they've got a miracle up their sleeve.
And you wonder what onside kicks they're going to use and in what sequence if they hope to have a chance to win this game.
Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. Atlanta now coming out on the field. They got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. Game in hand. The offense takes the knee. The Falcons in victory formation as they take a knee. like they may blitz.
3 out, 3 out. Hey, check. 3 out, here we go. Boom, landed. Hot.
Down to a knee one more time, and that should just about do it.